Hello YouTube, Mr. Angus Wangus back. Just wanted to make a video, show you guys my wheel. I finally have it balanced. That's what it's taken me so long. Usually my wooden or like the acrylic wheel that was on here, or cutting board material, whatever that is, or wood, wheels I've made in the past, I had a system and it was easy for me to get it nice and 90 degrees to the shaft, right? This was more difficult. It took me a lot of working at it, but I want to show, this is stick tack, that's my wheel weight. But what this is well, first of all, it's well, geez, I forget how many, 7 inches diameter, stainless steel coated, but it's magnetic. Magnets stick to it. It's got a stainless steel coating. What it is a disc brake for a bicycle, and yeah, I found that. I saw it online and I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. Now the disc itself has these separations, like spokes almost, that are curved. Now they're not in a phi relationship curve, but pretty close to how Tesla prescribed his upgrade for the wheel. I haven't even spun it up yet. I wanted to make a video to show you guys. Now what I've done is I've put my magnet pairs on it, right? There's 8 magnets on this total. They're alternating polarity. So this would be a north face, south face, north face, south face. They're evenly spaced. Now they're on this wheel. Now the way homopolar motors works, you have to have a conductive disc, right? Now I've checked the continuance from the edge here to the shaft, and actually to the bearing. In the past, in order just to snug the bearing on the axle, I put 1 wrap of this tape on there, 1 wrap, and then snug the bearing on there. And then these are just to keep the bearing from moving laterally. But this time what I did was, instead of putting 1 wrap of tape, I put, well, it was a bunch of wraps of aluminum foil strip, and snugged the bearing on there, and then put these tapes on there. So I do have a contact here on this bearing. There's continuance from here to here as well. Now with homopolar motors, in my research and reading about them, and other people's experiences experimenting with them, like De Palma and others, I read a lot of patents and stuff like that. And Tesla's notes are really good to read on that and things like that. But while one thing Tesla prescribed to do is to have the outside diameter of the disc within the outside diameter of the magnet. So I tried to reproduce that, so in 4 spots on the wheel it is like that. But I should be able to contact here and here and get a small voltage, higher current. I should be able to contact 2 points on this wheel at 90 degrees and get a homopolar effect as well. That's been demonstrated. I'll leave links to all my references. I try to, whenever I can, when I'm talking about concepts and things, I like to leave references, and I can always provide more and more and more than what I leave, for what I talk about. But I should be able to contact here and here and get a potential difference, or at 90 degrees on the disc as well. And there's an example of a demonstration of that out there, which I will provide the link for. But anyways, that's the concept. Oh, now also I don't have the magnets touching the wheel directly for this first preliminary setup. I've cut cardboard strips and put them in there because I wanted a bit more of a gap between these magnets, because I'm going to run my contact down through there. I have to set up a stand to hold contacts and things like that. That'll be coming this evening. This afternoon I'm doing a Bigfoot talking about Bigfoot on the internet, so after I upload this video I'll be doing that, and then this evening I'll be able to get back into hooking up contacts and checking things out here. I can't wait. But here we go. I'll get her spinning. I don't have a tape on there to a piece of reflective tape to check the RPMs. I forgot that. I just got this hooked up and I wanted to show you guys what I've done. So basically with my arrangement here, now also I should mention that and it's hard for me to show because I no longer have a compass. I gave it to my nephew with that pulse motor kit, and I keep forgetting to pick up another one. But when I take a piece of iron, the shaft here on both sides, there's hardly any magnetism there. Also the disc, right? Also the disc. There's a little bit of magnetism. Very hard for me to test closer to the magnets, but very little magnetism when I touch a piece of iron to it. To the outside edge, so that's interesting. I may want to flip the magnets in a unipolar fashion, have them all facing one direction for future tests, but we'll see. There's lots of different arrangements I want to try here, but I can't wait. And also I'll be checking out the waveform if I happen to do get a potential difference here, which I really think I'm gonna, and we'll really check things out. But this is just a preliminary look at it. But with my setup, we got Ed and the boys here. I'm going to call this a replica of Ed's wheel, but obviously it looks nothing like his wheel, right? But in concept, I think I've got it situated so I can touch this disc in the shaft in a homopolar way, and also I'll be able to put my U-core next to it, a reluctance generator type setup. Cromray, there's a lot of examples out there actually of it. So I'll be able to put that up next to the wheel too, because it's the same similar shape, right? But I'll also be able to touch it in a homopolar way. As creepy as that sounds. I'll be able to touch the edge of the disc in the shaft. Preferably, I'm hoping I can touch the axle here because of the torque difference and the friction. Same amount of friction force on the edge of this disc is going to affect the wheel more than the same amount of force here on the axle because of the gear ratio, the torque ratio. Anywho, there you go. Wanted to make a very quick vid of that, show you. Oh, I had my input set up. Amps, volts going into the motor. I don't know how fast it's going. That's going to be future videos. Try to keep this short. Just set it up there for you to see. YouTube. But there you go. My homopolar Leedskalnin and Sons replica. And we'll see how it works. I don't want to make this a long video, so I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll be making a stand and contacts for it and contacting it in different places and checking it entirely out. Alright, I'll talk to you later. I'm going to be talking about Bigfoot for a few hours. I'll talk to you later. Bye.